computers and traffic lights and all that going to shut down?
Yeah, you're gonna die, probably. Hello, Diva. Long time no see. You look different. Very different. Very, 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 very different.
Daddy, you're home!
That's right, Angel, I am. Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did?
You would assume that children's
Well,
business is
well.
not the sort of environment where you would want to raise a child.
Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one.
Yeah, just, you know.
Huh?
Got it, you know, through my connections.
How sweet.
Underworld
When
connections.
did you get so thoughtful?
Well, according to my inventory, not.
Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about
Yes,
it.
child, yes, child.
About all that serious. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's
Something
get
is
to
happening.
bed, huh?
What is happening? What do we have there? Hey, Chrono Stampede. He's hosting you. Oh, hello there. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Ah, not bad, not bad. I'm somewhat trying to figure this particular riddle out. I don't even know if I like it yet. But I decided to play it again, just so I can make sure. So, you know, keeping busy. As usual. How about you? You doing good? Feeling good, doing okay, all of the good things. Ah. Lurking. That's something I tend to do too. I can't completely understand. It's actually something of a habit when I do I'm in a store and I assume that not much is gonna happen because, you know, weather shit and stuff. I do kind of have some in the background. Yeah, the usual. Life tends to give, well, either in spades or nothing at all. And when it comes in spades, it's usually good and bad in a nice little mixture. Ah, life. Such a pain in the ass sometimes, isn't it? Then again, without that we would kind of be out of options, wouldn't we? Ah. Now do excuse me when I make a few things with my little pipe here, because it has some things there. Need to put it in a way where I can let it sit down and not knock it over, because that would be one hell of a cleanup. I'm not interested in it. As usual, my desk is a nice little chaotic mess where everything has its place, technically speaking, but I'm too lazy to put it into its place beforehand. Now. Okay, so now I can actually reach my controller somewhat comfortably without knocking into things, left, right, and center. What can I do in here? Darts. Well, I have enough mini-games in the Yakuza game, so I don't think I'm going to indulge very much. Do I want to deck with him or with the child? Tifa. Haven't seen you since, I don't know, the early 2000s or something. No changed. My god, I think those are fake. Look at with 9 employees, I said 4 positive tests for... Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sounds like a really mixed bag, honestly. Eh. Jesus. I mean, nobody wants to get the fucking goof now, is it? Still, you know, I don't really think it's that much fake. Mostly because, your average politician who would potentially benefit from such a lie is just too incompetent to spread it efficiently with his peers. I just don't believe our politicians to be that capable. I mean, maybe some, but yeah, I kinda get what you're trying to say, yeah? I think. Honestly, that's a statement you should probably never make, because it's fucking hard to imagine what other people are thinking, but we can try. That's the best we can do. Yeah, disheartening is probably a very good way of saying it. Ah, it's annoying. But hey, you know, record player. That's kinda cool. I still have that that thing for the actually I have two nice things from the past. I still have my good old-fashioned VHS recorder, mind you. I can still technically tape VHS if I wanted to. On one hand. And of course I could also I also have my thing for the Vinyl. Where's that actually?
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
I would ask what you're doing.
Yeah, you.
What is she doing? I mean, she's quite literally standing around and doing nothing. She's like, can you take care of stuff for me? Bitch, please, you're not busy. That will probably... I mean, you know, it's not gonna go away. It's pretty damn obvious after, what? Called what? COVID-19 and we have 22? Yeah, been around for a while. Don't think we're gonna get rid of that anytime soon, so getting used to living with that is probably the better way of doing things. I mean, quite literally, she's just standing there and doing nothing. Yeah, woman. Welcome to our hometown. I see. Then again, you know, around here it's actually not... I mean, technically speaking, it is a bit better. There are some, you know, states who are more on the disagreeing side, but generally speaking, the overarching government is doing its job somewhat, although in a very inefficient manner, so to speak. However, the pure damages it has done to small businesses like my own is not even funny to think about. Actually, now that I think about it. Diva, would you mind being a part of my little experiment for a while? Let's see. Can I? No, I can't. Shit. Tifa, you're no fun. Not even 20 years later. Sushimo. I would say so. That sounds actually somewhat promising. Also, I do like the idea of people doing more streams. I must admit, I have become somewhat of a fan of streaming myself over the past year or so. Quite the enjoyable activity, isn't it? Quite mystifistical, I think. So that sounds very good. Get you got some material to keep you occupied. Of course, I'm only talking about yours truly's stream, of course. Yeah, doesn't sound that bad if you put it into that perspective. I guess sometimes you just have to kind of remember the good things. It's like when I'm getting myself a new good pipe tobacco. Those are the moments you live for. Yeah. Honestly, I really wish I could actually invest more time, but recently even the weekends have been painfully busy. And now we have the beginning of the year, and that means it's time to do taxes again, which is, for small business, the most yay time of the year. It's like, yeah, all my hard-earned money. Which wasn't actually that much, considering that COVID kind of fucked us over. So there's that. Which also means we have more time to do it, because we can do it a bit later, but still, let's not think about it. It's actually the one time of the year when I actually play Hitman games, just so I can randomly start murdering things left, right, and center. It's very good for aggressions, I must admit. Taxation. I kind of like to point out, you know, in games I'm a huge fan, because usually I'm the one getting the taxation paid out to me. Paying them as a small business owner, however, is, yeah, at least around here, this is painful. A very, very, very painful thing. Okay, let's keep the child busy. That's a nice stream you've got going there. Cloud, you seem like a very expert when it comes to dealing with children.
What the hell you think you're doing, scaring my daughter like that?
You do know, bitch boy.
Daddy says never talk
We
to
didn't
strangers.
do anything.
That's right, honey, I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's
That's
lessons.
indeed a day to dream of, isn't
You
it?
know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
Yes, yes, child. Now, be good and go sleep,
Just
sleepy.
this once.
So then, what can I get you?
Something strong,
I'm still waiting on
stiff, anything that's gonna burn me.
Right.
Would be nice.
About that. We should talk.
That's
Outside.
never a good thing. If a woman owes you money and she starts, we need to talk, that's never a good sign.
Daddy?
Basically,
The
yes.
people who died all returned
Now,
to the planet?
you people stay here, I have a date. I mean, you know, reacquainting myself with my old fuck buddy is probably a good idea. Now then, do
Before
tell.
we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but
Yeah,
I
I was
thinking
not
you
in the
could stay
market
there
for it.
now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent.
So, you know,
Sound good?
one thing I always found
Sure
rather
does.
interesting.
Thanks.
I mean, I know Tifa is getting the whole
Follow me then.
childhood friend, I'm trying to get you back on
Was
track
it up
kind
my
of
way?
nonsense going.
That was...
Get it really good, okay?
Sorry for
But
dragging you into
her
all
idea of
this.
getting him, you
It
know,
was wrong of me to
back
put
into
you
business
like that.
and shape,
I promise I won't do it again.
is to introduce him to a fucking terrorist group.
Don't worry about me.
That's
I'll try not
That's
to.
not really...
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
When you think about it, that's not really a good way to get back on track. I mean, couldn't you have maybe you tried him, you know, encouraged him to get a job at Shinra, and, you know? I mean, I know the whole overarching planet is dying thing is actually a thing this time, but usually... I mean, you know, you can't get out there and get a job. I mean, being, you know, your average salary might not be as exciting. I mean, if you want to stay in the mercenary business, do a security gig or something. If you want to have, you know, a big sword on your back and be looking all imposing. Is terrorism really the answer? Questions. Good questions. Very many questions. I mean, yeah, it is a job, but apparently, since I'm still getting, I'm still owed money, not the most well-paying one so far. Actually, considering the amount of potions I misused along the way, because I couldn't be asked to actually learn the game better.
So,
I'm pretty much in the red at this point.
As much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
You don't say.
I'll give you that.
I don't think Cloud has any sort of incarnation he has ever been in a
I saw
people
Sector 8
person.
on the news.
Well, it doesn't matter, does
It's
it?
like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, Shinra pays enough for the poor people to be all like, yay, Shinra.
It was.
Which means that they're probably paying you more than the very, very, very lowest they can. At least when you work
And
with
here
them.
we are. Good old Stargazer Heights.
How nice.
You're on the second floor.
I live in the slums now. I have come a long way, apparently. Ah,
Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all.
honestly, that is a
Not
very,
even
very
time
good
to
question.
decorate.
I think, I mean, you know, he's got anime skills. That is basically his whole existence, in one way or another. But yeah, he should most definitively just imagine rolling your shoulder and, you know, click, ouch, cut in your arm. You can quite literally, yeah. It's shiny. Very shiny. But then again, you know, I think I heard at some point that heavy, very heavy swords like this are basically more like, you know, edged clubs, basically. They're not really that sharp, usually. Where did I actually hear that? I don't remember off the top of my head. So probably it's actually not that sharp. It looks sharp, and I don't know how future technology would make swords, of course. It's left up to the imagination, I guess. But you can probably just deal enough damage with the weight alone. Yeah, by head wrong smoking. Yeah, it reminds me of oh yeah, a nice little teenage memory of when we were out in the woods and, you know, we were all smoking cigarettes, of course. Only cigarettes, of course. Will be my official stance. And that one girl with really, 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 really long hair actually managed to burn off a good amount of that with a cigarette. That was, in one way, very fun. When you think about it, though, it's probably not the nicest experience you had in life. You can hurt yourself very easily.
Here's your room, 202.
Well,
Don't
nice.
worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes?
That's actually right.
Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend.
Actually, where
looking
are we
for a
on that
place to stay.
debate right now?
Was that too much?
I think
No.
we are
It's fine.
in the territory of legal at
And
this point.
That
sure, yeah.
one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
That sounds like a troublesome neighbor. Now, second try. Can we actually get it? We can. Black, eh? Good color scheming there. Going black with black. Would have kind of liked a bit more variety, but, well, you know. I guess at least underwears are very much a taste.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night.
I see where you're coming
If you
from.
want anything else, we can always
There
get
is
it.
one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
Nice. Cloud his
I
priorities.
do.
Very straight.
And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job
So,
for us.
where's my
but-
money?
That's it?
Sorry.
Shit.
We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
But I do think that,
And
considering
you're
just...
sure about that?
Of
Mm,
course, as long
well, I mean,
as
how
you help,
big and how
that is.
many things are getting streamed at any
Then I'd have
given
to pay you
time.
for that too.
It would probably be reasonably hard to actually
No, 2,000's enough.
get everything
That's
for
what we agreed
every
on, so
potential
that'll be the
bannable
price.
offense you could commit.
With what you gave me,
Yeah,
at
probably.
least 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
You like to live on the edge, I see. Well, we've got 1/4 of the promised money. That's a very bad deal. Terrorism pays less than... Yeah. It just pays